Hey everybody, this is the video just to give you some feedback on the syllabus quiz. First off, you can access the answers I've given to you and a little bit of feedback on questions 13, 14, and 20 by going back, clicking on the syllabus quiz, and it'll take you into your entry. Some of you, there's responses to everybody there's responses to 13, 14, and 20. Some of you I've actually given additional feedback in the right side of your screen. There's a text entry box I can do, and then you can also reply in that same field. I also just sent an announcement with the Facebook page. Remember, that is totally optional. Join if you want, but you got to answer the question. My other school is UC Merced, for those of you who skim past that part or that video where you needed that answer in order to answer the Facebook question. A couple things on contacting me. Remember, Skype or Canvas inbox. I check my school email, right? But those are the best ways. So if you want to get in touch with me quickly, not that I will respond necessarily quickly, 24 to 48 hours, but those are the ways that I want you to use. It keeps everything in the system. I can access those messages, all that good stuff, right? Use Canvas inbox or Skype. Plagiarism. A lot of you had a good understanding of plagiarism. Remember, it's also someone's ideas. So I've had students in the past that, oh, this is somebody else's great idea. I'm going to rephrase the wording. Look, I don't have their words. It's no longer theirs. It's now mine. That's not how it works, right? It's words or ideas. So many of you missed that ideas part. A couple of people had some comments about I need an A in this course, or they want to know how many students I give A's to. If you need an A in the course, you need to do A work, right? I don't tell people how many A's I give because I don't track that stuff. I assign grades. Whatever you yield out at the end, whatever you earn is what you get, right? So some of the misunderstandings about grades. A is for excellent work, right? This is superior work. It's free of grammatical concerns. It's free of syntax and semantic concerns. It is well organized. It's clear. It's coherent. Strong thesis. Great introduction, great use of evidence, great integration of evidence, great use of MLA. Shows a very competent understanding of the ideas at play and the sources' ideas as well as you bring them in. B, somebody who's maybe got most of those but not all of them. C means you've met the requirements of the assignment, right? So B means you've hit a few notches on that belt, right, that are outstanding. D means you're substandard on some of those issues. So whether you need an A in the course, a B in the course, C in the course is irrelevant to me. I assign grades as they are earned, okay? If you want an A, do A work from the get-go all the way, answer all your questions, stay on top of assignments, don't miss anything. You earn your A, right? Use Chrome. I don't know what you're using for a web browser. I advise Chrome. It will check your spelling. So some of you had some misspellings, typos. I just kind of corrected them and, you know, told you in the comments not to be a jerk, right? Not to be like that guy on the internet. But I am the English instructor, right? Plus, what is the context for why you're writing? You're writing to an instructor of English, so you really should make sure that your spelling's right. Chrome's going to help you. It's going to underline those words that you've misspelled by accident. It won't do where you've transposed letters and maybe it's the same, you know, does and dos, same letters, just kind of mixed up. It's not going to help you there. And I don't own stock in Alphabet, so don't think I'm trying to steer you towards Chrome for that reason. How many online classes do I teach? I've taught 103 online and I've taught 101 online. So I'm not teaching 103 for a while. I know next semester they have me doing 45 and 101, and those are face-to-face in series. Whatever. A lot of you were worried about a couple different things. Second, peer review. We're working together as a team, okay? You can't work together as a team if a peer review is due and you're supposed to give a peer feedback and you don't, right? So that person is not getting any benefit to their paper. They're not getting any sort of feedback. They're not getting a second reader. So you're actually harming another student's grade. So that's why you can do it once on accident, right? But if you miss that second peer review, right, and you don't give anybody feedback, then you will be dropped. Why? Because you're not subscribing to the process. You're trying to do bare minimum. If it happens once, right, that's, whoops, we only have 4 essays. So if you do it on 2, that's half the essays. And so that's why that's a drop point. It's serious. It's something I consider part of the writing process, something you need to attend to. If you can knock out A papers and you don't need the peer review yourself, you can still use your expertise and what you know to help someone else. Okay? And I give you the instructions. So in a sense, you're also getting my feedback, knowing what I'm looking for, what I'm focusing on. Others were worried about logging in for the course for 5 days and getting dropped there. 5 days, it's impossible not to do that unless you just aren't turning stuff in. We're going to have Wednesday, Sunday, or Wednesday, Saturday, right? Depending on when stuff's due, like the essays are usually due on Sunday. I give you an extra day. So if you don't come into the course for more than 4 days, 5 days, you're missing assignments. It's another way to say you have to do the work, right? But people who zone out for that long, they usually don't make it through the course. Why? Because they're missing assignments. So it's to keep you on track. Don't miss a business week of classes. Don't miss 5 days in a row. A couple of people were like, how will you know? I get everything. I can pull up all kinds of reports. So I know what you're working on, what you're looking at, what the last thing you looked at, how much time you spent on each page. I can do all that. Will I do all that? Probably not, unless I'm going to drop you. And then I'm going to run that report, print it out, and say this person stopped attending the class, right? But it's not going to get to that point. What inspires me every day? That was Erica's question. I like getting up. I like talking to people. I like making people better, helping them out, helping them understand concepts and ideas. Also goes in the what returned you to school. Somebody asked what pushed you to return to school. I knew I was better than the job I was doing. I knew I was more intelligent and I had more to offer. So I was like, I'm going back to school and I'm going to do something with my life, right? 25, I just said, will you really use the textbook? Yes, buy it. We're going to use it. There's a little delay here where I'm trying to build stuff in, so people who had to order it, people who are getting it on Amazon, those types of things, great. I give you a window, but you got to buy it. So go bite the bullet, buy the textbook, all that good stuff. We won't always have these weekly follow-ups, but hopefully that helps and kind of humanizes the course a little bit. You get to learn a little bit about me, a little bit of clarifications on some of these issues that people were really concerned about. Don't be concerned. Just hang in there, do the work, you'll make it. It'll be great.